it all comes down to this. It's the main event for the MSWP 500. It's the regular season finale for Season 2 of NASMARB. Hello again, friends. Welcoming you to the final regular season race. I'm Rick O'Shea. Glad to have you here for what is about to be wild as we get into it. Let's jump right into it. Here's some playoff clinching scenarios that we've got with a repeat winner, somebody that's already won this season. Quillo, Murakami, and Electro can qualify for the playoffs and be locked in with a 10th, 5th, or 2nd place finish, respectively. If there's a new winner from below the cut line, only Quillo can lock themselves in with a 6th place finish or better. Every other driver in either scenario is going to require some sort of help, whether that be a little bit of help or a lot of help. Every other driver requires at least some sort of help in order to be locked into the playoffs and make the playoff tournament next week. Let's get it going. Here's Group 1, Jack Tato, Earl, and Spitzer. Spitzer is below the cut line, 11 points to the negative right now, and having a little trouble here as Jack Tato is going to get the win and advance into the next round. So the 12 moves on. The pole sitter able to advance. You see the current points in the bottom right of your screen. And Spitzer in some trouble if they can't knock out the 33 of Earl here. Earl is locked into the playoffs already via win earlier in the season and points for that matter. Oh, and knock it off the course is the 33. Can Spitzer get around? The answer is yes. And advancing into the next round, and drama already as the 25 just knocks Earl right off the course and advances into the next round, out of the group stage. Oh man, and almost coming off the course themselves was Spitzer. That's an impressive run to finish the lap. And so Spitzer advances in to the round of 12. And that is a huge start here as the 18 seed is into the next round. On to Group 2 with Electro, Quillo, and Confetti. Confetti 16 points below the cut line, sitting in 16th. Quillo and Electro are both on the cut line, and Quillo's going to get the advancement there. As the 93 comes off the course, and it is mayhem early here at Mayhem Super Speedway. Quillo, who comes in 27 points. I don't know what happened there. Exit in turn 3. There was something big happened. Not sure exactly what it was, as the 7 ended up on their side, and the 93 ended up off the course. Now they'll go head-to-head. And Electro trying to hold on. And another problem. Electro off the course again. There's something going on with the corner there that's causing problems for the 93. Oh, man, hard into the corner. And I'm not sure exactly what that is, but some sort of problem on back-to-back runs. And again it happens. Oh, man, I don't know what's happening here, but the officials have got to be close to stopping this thing to look at it, as Electro has come off the course in the middle of turn 3 on 3 consecutive attempts. Try it again. Now they go side by side, and it's Confetti making a spin, and the pass by the 93. Electro advances into the round of 12, and Confetti officially eliminated from playoff contention. And you'll see in the bottom right the current standings. The drivers that are in white are still potentially going to have a chance to get into the playoffs. And once that driver's name turns black, that means they are eliminated. That's what you see from Woodpecker and from Confetti. As we move to Group 3 and look at the side-by-side racing for the 86 and the 53. And it's Bloodstorm that's able to advance there on that lap. Pretty good run there. The 13 of Winks has to advance to stay alive. Piper is knocked off the course, and there is Winks. And boy, it is aggressive from the group stage on very early here. It has been a very aggressive start. And the 13 able to knock the 53 off the course. Piper fails to get out of the group stage, as does Earl, and now that spells maybe some trouble for Le Mondrizel. up against Prime, who must win this event to make the playoffs. Drizel knocked off the course, and it's Steve that's going to advance. The 32 there doing it pretty easily over Prime. Prime is not shown on your point standings in the bottom right of the screen, and that's because they are too far behind in points that they must get the victory in order to get into the playoffs. They're side by side. Off the course goes the 17. There goes Lemon Drizel into the next round, and that will officially eliminate Prime from the playoffs. So Prime was in a must-win situation and cannot get out of the group stage there. Overcooked it a bit going into turn 2, and it came a little too wild out of the turn, off the course, and Lemon Drizel coming across backwards. The points leader is into the next stage. Here is Neptune, Sal, and Nugget. Sal and Nugget sit 17th and 18th in the points. And Neptune already locked in. Off the course goes Nugget. Across the start-finish line goes Neptune. And Neptune into the next round, which means that it'll be head-to-head between Sal and Nugget. Winner stays alive. Loser is knocked out of the playoffs. I'm not sure we've had a single run where we haven't had somebody end up off the course so far. It's been wild here early in the MSWP 500. So here we go, head-to-head. Winner keeps their playoff hopes alive. Loser is eliminated. Here is Sal falling off the course. Here comes Nugget across the line. And the 1 is out of the playoffs. Nugget advances out of the group stage and keeps their hope alive. Sal, who came in lowest in the point standings out of any of the drivers that could potentially get in on points. And they are eliminated here. Final group is Oak, Mozilla, and Murakami. Oak is in the playoffs. Mozilla is in a must-win situation, and Murakami right now 15 points above the cut line. And around the turn comes the number 4 into the next round. Upside down was Mozilla off the course, and upside down was Oak. And Mozilla now, the second of the 2 drivers to run here that was in a must-win situation. And it will come down to their final hope here. Prime was just in that spot. They did not advance out of the group stage. Mozilla just saw their teammate Nugget get through and keep their hopes alive. Now they're trying to take out Oak, already bound for the playoffs. They're the defending champion, and neither car is going to finish the lap as they both end up on their hoods. As the drama and intensity builds here. 66 and the 48. Off they go again. Mozilla off the course. Oak with an easy victory, and that will knock out the 66. Officially now eliminated from playoff contention, as neither of the drivers who were forced into a must-win situation can make it out of the group stage. And so the 66 is eliminated. And for Coos Motorsports, it'll have to be a miracle run from the 99 if they want to get one of their 2 cars into the playoffs in their first season of existence. There are the matchups here for the round of 12. That's quite a matchup there. Jack Tato versus Lemon Drizel. Keep an eye on Electro, Spitzer, Quillo, Murakami, Winks, all near there. Speaking of Winks, they had the fastest lap from the second heat. Fastest lap from the first heat, and the fastest overall was Jack Tato, ran a 3:35. Not necessarily surprising from the pole sitter. This is the best 2 out of 3, remember it. Jack Tato versus Lemon Drizel. Lemon Drizel with a 15 seed here. And they are right up against each other. Drizel trying to make a pass. Could not get it done at the end. Oh, look at that. They are all up against each other. Oh, man, they're just making contact everywhere. And then at the last moment, Lemon Drizel ducked to the inside and tried to make a pass. Couldn't complete it in time. So 1-0 lead for Jack Tato. And now Jack Tato taken off the course. Lemon Drizel evens it at 1 apiece. And you see in the bottom right, the updated point standings. Quillo is into 9th right now, and a tie with Streamer, remember, is not in this event. It's now 11 points between Electro and Spitzer, as you update it with Confetti, Woodpecker, and Nugget all down there. And now Jack Tato able to advance as Lemon Drizel is upside down. And a little bit of a disappointing finish there for Lemon Drizel's regular season. The points leader, regular season champ, unable to do a whole lot here today. And it was not a great race at all for Red Pandas Racing. They're already entirely out, with Earl and Piper already eliminated. Woodpecker with no chance to make the playoffs after they failed to qualify for the event. Here's the 25 and the 32. Spitzer needs this one. It's a tough customer, though, in Steve. And the 32 comes off the course. Backwards and across the line is Spitzer to take a big 1-0 lead. The lowest seed in this tournament. And the same thing that happened to Electro happens there to Steve. And now Spitzer with a chance and trying to make a pass. There goes the 25. Spitzer into the next round. Do you believe it? Spitzer, who barely gets in by 1/100th of a second into this event, able to advance as the 18 seed out of the group stage, and now they advance into the final 6, putting the pressure on Murakami, Electro, Quillo, and Streamer. As now here is Electro trying to sneak in the playoffs in the final spot. Nugget, meanwhile, needs a lot of help and not a good start. Around turn 3 and across the line is the 93. Able to take a 1-0 lead. Electro, the number 2 seed, made a big statement in qualifying that they were not ready to go away. Not great numbers at this track, but doing well so far, and up 1-0 on Nugget. He's eliminated from playoff contention if they don't advance here, but they run a really good lap there to even it at 1 apiece. And now they're going to try to pull off the upset. Well, it's fitting that you come to a place called Mayhem Super Speedway for the final race of the regular season, and Mayhem is in fact ensuing right now. Here we go. Can Nugget pull off the upset? Electro's got the lead. Electro finishes the lap and will advance into the final 6, which is going to eliminate Nugget from the playoffs, or playoff contention, rather, as you have a look at the final heat, and not particularly close, really. Once Electro pulled ahead, there was nothing that Nugget could do, so the 93 advances into the final 6. Now it's Neptune and Quillo. Neptune is in the playoffs. Quillo is trying to get in the playoffs. The number 9 right now 9th in the playoff standings. 27 points above the cut line as they run. And Neptune trying to get out to a 1-0 lead, and they will, doing it easily, as the 9 gets stuck upside down in between 1 and 2. Or, excuse me, 2 and 3, rather. Either way, Neptune with the 1-0 lead. And now Quillo trying to even it, and they will. Gets a little wild into turn 3, helicoptering around, but finding their way, and Quillo with an opportunity to advance into the final 6. That would be a huge victory for the number 9 car. Trying to lock themselves into the playoffs. And it's not going to happen. Neptune gets the easy victory that time. Coming across the line well too late is Quillo. Their day is done, and they're going to have to hope that that's enough to stand up as Neptune advances into the final 6. Boy, that is a crushing loss. And now Bloodstorm versus Murakami. This is interesting. Bloodstorm's already in the playoffs, and these are teammates here. And you wonder just how hard does the 86 push Murakami? And the answer from heat number 1 is hard, at least, as that was a pretty easy lap there for the number 3 seed, as Bloodstorm takes the 1-0 lead, not taking it easy on the Misfortune Racing teammate. Winks is still alive. So is Murakami, but Murakami just got swept by Bloodstorm, and now they're going to have to hope that their points are enough to hold up. That was just a clear overmatch there by Bloodstorm. Pretty easily took out Murakami. Now here is Oak and Winks. We just mentioned it. Winks still alive. The closest is Winks to the cut line, that is. They're behind 1-0, and so they're in trouble now. They're below Electro, and Electro is already into the next round. Here's Winks, trying to even it up. Oak trying to knock out the 13, and a pass is going to be made at the last moment. Neither car ran it well. Winks had a bunch of problems going into 3, and then the 48 car just went hard into the wall there, and by the time they were able to pick it up, the 13 had enough to make a pass. And now the 48 spins upside down, goes to 13. Oak advances into the final 6. As the 48 knocking out the 13 of Winks. And there are the final 6. Jack Tato and Spitzer, Electro and Oak, Bloodstorm and Neptune. As they go head-to-head. Fastest lap from Heat 1 was Bloodstorm. Interestingly enough, the fastest lap overall was Lemon Drizel, despite the fact that he fails to advance. Getting knocked out by Jack Tato. Had the fastest lap in the round. Here we go, Jack Tato against Spitzer. If Spitzer keeps going, this is going to be pretty impressive. Trying to keep things going. For the 25, the 18 seed in this tournament, going up against Jack Tato. Jack Tato is going to end up off the course, and both cars are upside down. Neither will finish the lap. And more problems. I mean, the turn 3 here has been a disaster. Wasn't a problem in any of the qualifying runs, but it has been just absolutely horrible to deal with as Jack Tato, with pressure from behind, able to take the 1-0 lead. Remember, it's best out of 5, so you got to get to 3 here to get into the final 3. And Spitzer really giving all they've got. Everything that's left in the tank here as Jack Tato takes the 2-0 lead. And there goes Spitzer across the line well late. And let's see what they can do with it. 2-0. Can Spitzer complete a miracle comeback? The answer is going to be maybe. It's not done yet as, again, the course causing problems, and it's going to allow Spitzer to take the lead. Two-one. Here we go. Looked like there might have been some kind of problem from Jack Tato. Jack Tato comes off the course. All Spitzer has to do is finish the lap, and they do, and it's 2-2. And things get ever more interesting. And Jack Tato gonna try to finish the lap. Here comes Spitzer! Oh, at the last moment, it's not enough. Oh, my. Oh, so close. And the miracle story for Spitzer ends here. And they'll have to see if they did enough. Oh, that was close. But Jack Tato just able to hold on here as the 25 just didn't quite have enough at the end. And into the finals yet again. Third time for Jack Tato. Here's the 93 of Electro against Oak. Oak is in the playoffs. Electro trying to guarantee their spot, and they take a 1-0 lead. The 2 seed versus the 6 here. down to the end, and things get intense. Electro with a 1-0 lead. Got to get to 3. Now it's Oak with the lead, and Oak is going to finish off the lap to even us at 1 apiece. And now Oak is going to take a 2-1 lead as Electro slides to a stop just before the finish. And now Electro going to have to try to finish this lap to stay alive, and they do, and we'll go to a 5th set. As Electro trying to put a cap on this one and lock themselves into the playoffs here. Now it's 2-2, and it's Oak upside down. Electro makes the pass, comes across the finish line, and is into the finals. This is the 3rd finals appearance for Electro, who's had a very up and down season, trying to end the regular season on a positive note. And now Bloodstorm versus Neptune. This is the least intense of the final 6 matchups here, as both of these drivers are in the playoffs. Bloodstorm and Neptune, the 86 and the 11, they make hard contact right away, and the 86 with a dominant lap. Got a little wobbly at the end, but still a pretty easy one there as Bloodstorm takes the 1-0 lead. So 1-0, and now Bloodstorm hands it right back to Neptune. Neptune's got the lead, and Bloodstorm hard into the wall. They cannot complete a comeback, and we're 1-1. So evened up, again, 1st to 3. To advance into the next round. Bloodstorm again with a dominant lap there, and they take a 2-1 lead. Closing in on a finals appearance for the 3 seed. And Bloodstorm knocked off the course. Neptune gonna get the victory and send us to a decisive 5th heat. 2-2 between the 3 and the 5. And here we go. Bloodstorm has had 2 dominant laps. Neptune really hasn't dominated any laps, but here is the 86, and the 11 doesn't have enough at the end. Neptune knocked out, and Bloodstorm is back in the finals for the 2nd straight race. Coming off of a victory last week, this is their 3rd career finals appearance, and they are trying to go back-to-back victories, potentially. Here is the 4th place consolation match between the 5, 6, and 18 seeds, as Jack Tato ran the fastest first lap, Oak ran the fastest 2nd, Bloodstorm ran the fastest 3rd, and the fastest overall was that 3.24 from the 86 of Bloodstorm. So 4th place goes to the winner of this one here. That would do a lot for the 25 if they can get it done. They make a pass, they do get it done, and it's a 4th place finish for Spitzer. And a huge extra couple of points. Did Neptune finish the lap? Yes, they did. So 5th place for Neptune, 6th goes to Oak. And now on to the final appearance. 1st to 4 between the 1, 2, and 3 seeds. How about that? Speed all over the course. Jack Tato, Electro, and Bloodstorm. And here we go. And they are all up against each other. Off the course goes Bloodstorm. Into the back end goes Jack Tato. Or goes, rather, Electro into Jack Tato, and Jack Tato takes the 1-0 lead. And now Electro thrown off the course, and Bloodstorm's going to even it. 1-1-0. So here we go now, and let's see if Electro can even it up at 1 apiece. They're going to try. They're upside down, though, and Jactato takes the 2-1-0 lead. Bloodstorm off the course, but Jactato flipped there in between turns 2 and 3, made it an easy victory. And now Bloodstorm going to even it up. Things not boding well right now for the 93 of Electro, who with a repeat winner could absolutely lock themselves in with a second place win. Or second place finish, rather. And both of these drivers, Jactato and Bloodstorm, have won so far this season, so they would be a repeat winner. But Jactato, or rather Electro, still running in third, as they're going to get on the board for the first time. It's 2-2-1. Well, there you go for Electro. There's a start. And now Bloodstorm, one away. Trying to go back-to-back. How impressive is that? So here we go. Jactato and Electro trying to stay alive. Bloodstorm trying to win back-to-back races. It is Electro getting around both cars that go upside down. They get their second. And we are still going, 3-2-2. As Bloodstorm and then Jactato end up upside down, the 93 makes the turn and makes the pass in turn 3 around both cars. Still alive. Here we go. Bloodstorm way ahead, just got to finish the lap. Bloodstorm wins it again, 2 in a row. And that is the first time in over a full season that we've had back-to-back victories. It's only the second time it's ever happened. Bloodstorm joins Streamer from the 3rd and 4th race of the first season as the second driver ever to win back-to-back races. And those are the official results, the points standings. If you try to do quick math in your head to figure out how everybody came out. And that's how it comes down. Bloodstorm ahead of Jactato and Electro. Spitzer picks up 4th place ahead of Neptune. Then Oak, Lemon Drizel, Nugget, Quillo, and Winks. On to Murakami, Steve, Prime, and Earl, the top half. Here's the regular season final standings. We start with Lemon Drizel. He is the regular season winner with 2 wins, 215 points. Bloodstorm finishes 2nd. 3rd up is Neptune. Those are the 3 2-win drivers. Very impressive seasons from those guys. Jactato ends up with more points, but he is 4th because he has 1 win. Earl is going to be 5th. Now we're going to go to the other side. Prime finishes dead last in the standings at 20th with just 73 points. 19th is Mozilla. We already knew that those two were in must-win situations. Neither do win. And then 18th place, not surprisingly, just like they came in, is Sal, who finishes with 92 points. Back over to the left side, we're going to look at seeds 6 through 8. Here we go. 6th seed is Oak, in on points with 183 points. Next up in 7th, we'll give that to Piper. 177 points for Piper. She finishes 7th in the regular season in her rookie year. Very impressive from the brand new driver. Steve will finish 8th. 170 points in the regular season. Back over to the right side. 17th is Confetti, 105 points. Well ahead of Sal, but still not enough. 16th in the standings is going to go to Woodpecker. Came in 13th, just 10 points below the cut line, but didn't make the race. 9th is Quillo, 148 points. There's a big drop there between the top 8 and when you get down to 9. And 10th will be Electro, who moves up. Here we go. Getting close. We're going to go to the 15 seed, which belongs to Nugget. 110 points, not enough. Now we're going to go back up. Here's 11th, and that is going to be given to Streamer. Struggled this regular season, but enough to get it done just barely. 142 points, and in the playoffs. 14th is going to belong to Winks with 116 points. Did what they could, but could not get it done. And the final two spots, 12th and 13th in the playoffs, is Murakami and Spitzer. They tie. Oh my goodness. Wow. Here's the breakdown for the tie for 12th. So it goes by total points, which they tied, and then it was also goes to best finish. In the Maobao 400, that was second place for Murakami. In the Wafway 500, that was second place for Spitzer, so they tied there, which means there is no tiebreaker one way or another. They're going to go in a best of 3 at the beginning of the playoffs to get the final spot in the playoffs. How about that? So it's Murakami and Spitzer who will go in a best of 3 that will get the final spot. Oh man, that is just incredible there. Those two will face off for the right to face Earl, the 5 seed. So round 1 is a first to 3. The top 4 seeds are locked in. So it's the 8 seed Steve against the 9 seed Quillo. Earl and the 5 seed will take on the winner of Murakami and Spitzer. Oak against Streamer, and Piper. How about that one? Oak against Streamer, the defending champion, against a car who we thought was the best to ever do it, but they've been struggling as of late. Then Piper and Electro. Those winners will then move on to the round 2, which is a first to 5. And that is Lemon Drizel against the winner of Steve and Quillo. Jack Tato against the winner of Earl versus either Murakami or Spitzer. Neptune against the winner of Oak and Streamer. And then Bloodstorm against the winner of Piper and Electro. And then things get a little wild over there as you look on the right side of your screen, so we'll get a little further into that as we get closer and closer. The playoffs are upon us. A crazy finish to the regular season. The regular season technically isn't even finished yet. We'll finish that up with part 1 of the playoffs. That's coming next Thursday. And then the final race of the season, part 2 of the playoff bracket. Next Friday, we will crown a champion for the second time in NASMARB history. The playoffs are upon us. It's just going to get crazier. The regular season is finished, and we are about to get going with a wild playoff season. Until then, though, I'm Ricochet, and you've been watching a presentation of MSPN.